What really happened with Jeffrey Epstein?
Before we get into whether Trump will release the Epstein client list, let's recap who Epstein really was and why his case is so explosive. Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire financier and convicted sex offender who built a global network involving some of the most powerful people on the planet. His operation included sex trafficking of minors. Epstein ran a system where underage girls were allegedly trafficked to politicians, billionaires, and celebrities. Private island and secret meetings. Epstein's private island, Little St. James, became infamous as a location where elites allegedly engaged in illegal activities. Ties to world leaders. His network included Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, and many others. Suspicious finances. Epstein's source of wealth was unclear, leading many to suspect that his fortune wasn't from business, but from blackmail. Epstein was arrested in July 2019, but just 1 month later, he was found dead in his jail cell under highly suspicious circumstances. His death was officially ruled a suicide, but the broken cameras, missing evidence, and guards failing to check on him fueled massive speculation that he was silenced to protect powerful names.
Was Epstein running a Mossad blackmail operation?
One of the most controversial theories is that Epstein's operation wasn't just personal. It was a Mossad blackmail scheme designed to control world leaders, politicians, and business elites. Here's the evidence behind that theory. Ties to Ghislaine Maxwell and her father. Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's longtime associate, is the daughter of Robert Maxwell, a media mogul with deep ties to Mossad. After Robert Maxwell's mysterious death in 1991, reports surfaced that he had worked as an Israeli intelligence asset. Many believe Ghislaine continued his intelligence work, using Epstein as a tool to compromise powerful figures.
Epstein's unusual wealth and legal protection.
Epstein had no clear business success that could explain his billionaire lifestyle. Despite known allegations of trafficking minors since 2005, Epstein evaded serious prosecution for years. Some speculate that his real job was intelligence work, using blackmail to manipulate world leaders. Hidden cameras and blackmail evidence. Witnesses and former employees reported seeing hidden cameras in Epstein's mansions and private island. The theory suggests Epstein would lure politicians and business leaders into compromising situations, record them, and use the footage as blackmail. This could have given Mossad leverage over U.S. and global elites. Suspicious death and cover-up. Epstein's death in federal custody was one of the most bizarre and convenient in modern history. His security cameras malfunctioned, his guards fell asleep, and his injuries were more consistent with strangulation than hanging. Many believe he was eliminated before he could expose the true power players behind him. With that context in mind, let's get to the big question. If Trump releases the full Epstein list, what happens next?
If Trump releases the list, what happens next?
If Trump declassifies and releases the full Epstein client list, the consequences would be earth-shattering. Our massive political fallout. If high-profile politicians, celebrities, and corporate leaders are exposed, it would be the biggest scandal of the century.
Expect resignations, lawsuits, and possibly arrests. The media will go into full damage control mode, especially if the list contains top figures in the Democratic Party, Hollywood, or Wall Street.
2. Retaliation from the establishment. If Trump drops the list, the system will hit back hard. The FBI, DOJ, and intelligence agencies could launch investigations against Trump himself. Expect sudden lawsuits, renewed accusations, and media attacks like we've never seen before. 3. A global shockwave.
This isn't just about the U.S.
Many of Epstein's clients were international power players.
Governments in Europe, the Middle East, and beyond could collapse under the weight of the scandal.
Intelligence agencies will do everything they can to suppress or manipulate the fallout.
What about the people controlling the files?
The Epstein case has already seen suspicious deaths, lost evidence, and major cover-ups.
Jeffrey Epstein, allegedly committed suicide in a high-security prison. Jean-Luc Brunel, Epstein associate, allegedly committed suicide in prison.
Ghislaine Maxwell, sentenced to 20 years, but none of Epstein's clients have been arrested. The real question is, who controls the Epstein files now? Even though Trump is in office, he might not even be able to access them. Final thoughts. Will the list ever be released? If Trump declassifies the Epstein list, the world will never be the same. If he's on the list, it could destroy him. If his enemies are on the list, it could destroy them.
If he stays silent, the cover-up continues.
So what do you think? Was Epstein running a Mossad blackmail ring, or was he just a rogue predator? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Do you believe the full truth will ever come out?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the hidden power struggles shaping our world.